and to get out and just like see the neighborhood. When I was getting my lashes done, the lash tech, she was just saying to me, I was telling her how I'm transitioning to moving out here, and we were chatting afterwards, and she was saying, where am I staying? And I was telling her I was staying in Monte de Amin, and she was saying her apartment is only $250. I was like $250.
Yep.
Yeah, because she was telling me how she's gonna be marrying someone and she's gonna be going to Orlando soon. But she's waiting for a visa. But she was like, Monte de Amin is it's overpriced for what's offered. And obviously her being from here, you know what I mean? I'm just like, oh, and just being here for the short period of time, I do definitely say yes to security. Yes, it's a great neighborhood, especially if you're transitioning, Yes, it's great to stay in an area like the north, because definitely it'll just make the transition that much easier, you know what I mean, as you get to know the area. But like the lash tech said, you can find places that are really, really nice in other areas. And she was so kind. She was like, when you do come down here, and I'm like looking for apartments, she was like, send it her way, and then she'll see if that's the real price. And I was like, that's so sweet of her. And she sent me like 2 links to different apartments. She said she helped her cousin find an apartment for $350. Wow. And she was showing me on Google like it's a really it's a nice apartment. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And we do get gringo priced. We definitely do. But it was just really nice of her to just suggest, you know what I mean, when I do come down here, she'll help me find a spot.
Yeah, and those prices are for real. I mean, as I've been walking around and looking at different houses, I mean, I've seen those prices. I mean, like this unit here, you can really find places like this for like $400 a month. The 250s and the 300s.
Like I would think that you like the $250 and the the $350, you'd have to go a little bit further out. Mm-hmm. But no. I think the lash tech from Monte de Amin, I believe it's like 15 minutes from here. I can't remember exactly what neighborhood it is, but it wasn't a bad neighborhood. Exactly. At all. Like I can see myself staying over there.
Absolutely. I mean, even looking at these are apartments as well. I'm gonna take a picture to get the name of it, just to call later on and get pricing. But I mean, it's a lot of these places are just so nice, and it has a guard, it has a gate. You come in anytime you want, and I imagine, and she's right, you're paying for the name.
Yeah, no, seriously, I think the apartment that I stayed at, it's extremely nice. I'm not trying to knock it. It's extremely nice. The amenities are definitely well worth it. But like I said, if you're transitioning, you want to stay there for a couple of months, do it. You know what I mean? Do it. I've made connections with the owners, so when I come back, that might be an option. You know what I mean? As I look for other areas to stay in. But if you really, coming down here and, you're trying to save money, at least for me, I'm trying to save money and do other ventures, then you don't want to spend all your US dollars, you know what I mean, over here. There are definitely other places. And people are so kind enough to help you out here. That was so sweet of her.
Absolutely.
And she's like around my age too, so I think that's why we connected even more.
So let's talk about these lashes.
Oh, stop it!
Let me get a zoom in on them lashes. She did a good job.
She did. And I was telling her, like, because over here it's so inexpensive to get, just do some self-care. And she said she's going to go to Orlando. And I was like, do you know how much money you're going to make? Of course, the cost of living is more, but do you know how much money you're going to make just doing lashes? Like, literally, I think last time I got my lashes done, I paid like $200 for them. And mind you, I got my lashes done, and they were $45.
God.
And this is volume. This is not even classic set. Like, ladies, if you get your lashes done, there's different, like, prices for different sets. So this is volume, which is a little bit more than, like, classic. So, yeah, $45. It could have been cheaper if I got classic.
Dang. Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing your experience. I appreciate it.
You always got me, man. I'm always shy.
You ain't shy. You seem natural. Oh, God. And I think everybody who see this video will say the same thing. She's a natural.
Oh, goodness. Well, thank you. I went out to Walmart this morning, and I was just thinking about it. I was like, as many YouTube videos that I saw and as many blog posts that I read. And, I'm in a whole bunch of Facebook groups as well. Excuse me. Yes, thank you. If I didn't come out here, I wouldn't have known a lot of things, honestly. Because I was like on Airbnb, and I was on what is it called? A couple of the websites to find departments, as they say it. And when I came down here, it was like totally different. You know, there are apartments that I've seen on Airbnb and on the different Mexican websites that are so close to each other. You know, we're walking to one right now to check it out, but it's just like, I don't know, come out here if you can. Definitely come out here and experience it, and just you'll find what you're looking for. Basically, you'll find what you're looking for.
Awesome. So y'all heard it, folks. You got to come out here. You just can't spend 100% of your time looking online. You got to come at some point. You got to come out here because things are going to be different. So get out here, do your research, come check it out for yourself, and your perspective is going to change, and you're going to see a lot more opportunities that you just won't know about until you come out. Come on,
like even this apartment that we're gonna go look at, I saw this on one of the Mexican websites, but I had no idea like where it was because they don't give the address online.
Yeah.
And then, what's it called? As I was going back to the Airbnb is right there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then we passed by. There. You know, we passed by this place, and I was like, I remember the name. I was like, oh, Manuco Apartments. So we'll check it out and see.
There it is.
It's super close.
And that still gives you your security, your privacy. Look like they have a guard in the gate. Yeah, I'm assuming, but they have to come through security or get through a gate in order to access the apartments.